Hi YouTube. Hello. I am having so much fun coming in live in the moment and sharing with you guys what I do. Welcome to my kitchen. Oh my God, my niece and my nephew drew these for me or painted them for me. I'm just obsessed. All right, today, so you always get me when, by you always get me. The other day, if you wanna see what I eat in a day and one of my favorite breakfasts, go down to my other live stream, but stay here first. So today I am, if you're new to me, I'm a holistic nutritionist. I personally am dairy free. That is not for everybody. But if you're wondering why I don't have cheese and milk and creams and other things, so the way that I eat and the way that I like to share to eat, I'm a clean eater. I teach clean eating because I don't want to count calories. I don't want to count macros. I help women in simplifying healthy living and weight loss so they can put their dreams and energy into their dreams and not fixating on diets. So I could tell you more about my story, but today I want to just share with you guys something that I woke up and a client had shared with me. And I want to tell you some things that I gave her guidance on that I think will be supportive for you. And I also want to share with you a simple meal that I love. So do you guys like tuna? So a few simple things. If you're struggling with your weight, I'm 45. Do you know for almost this entire year, I've been telling people I'm 46. And my father looked at me last night and was like, "You're not." And I was like, I've aged myself a year. Okay, that's like how little I care about age. But I do believe in aging backwards, and I just feel like like a fine wine, I just keep getting better. And that's what I'm about. Like, let's just make life easy. We are not meant to struggle with things. We're meant to look good and feel good and just keep getting better and better. So if you're on that track, then you're in the right place. Oh, and by the way, I do a giveaway each week. Or each month, and for Galentine's I'm giving away my wholeness cookbook. So we pick 5 winners on Friday, and if you want to get in on that, all right there for every any dietary preference, you can make it work for you. It's my wholeness cookbook. It's so good. Just put cookbook below. All you need to do is subscribe, like, and comment, and yeah, and then you will be in the drawing. Okay, so but aside from that, in fact, I'm tempted to just say, I want to give you all the cookbook because I want all women to feel so good. All right, so here's the thing. Women, ladies, we need more protein. When I do a weight loss audit with clients and they send me, they'll go, I'm eating clean, I'm eating organic, but they're not eating enough protein, and they usually have heavy carbohydrates and heavy fats, and they don't realize because they say, but they're healthy fats. But the truth is they're not measuring anything. So I said this in the other video, and I'm going to say it to you now. If you don't know the measurements and don't eyeball things. If you're struggling with hormones, if you're struggling with weight gain, if you're going through menopause, if you just haven't been able to lose weight, you really want to start to understand what you're putting into your body. So I tell everybody, just a week, 7 days, just go get some measuring cups so you fully can understand what you're putting into your body. Now, I had a client, so I'm gonna share with you one of my favorite lunch, dinner recipes. I could eat breakfast for every meal. I can eat anything. Wild Planet, I love. So if you're gonna do tuna in a can, Wild Planet, no, I don't work for them, but this is a great reputable company. I do know them, and I believe in what they do. I actually know that they stand by what they say. They don't just put it in there and say it. And so we do want to know what you're putting on labels. So this is non-GMO and verified. So anyway, what I wanted to say to you, so I'm going to be talking and doing some things, but women need more protein. And I often get asked, like, how much protein? How do you eat so much protein? It's actually not that hard. And I'm a dessert lover. So if you guys like desserts, I'm all about making really decadent desserts healthy. And I also don't like to be in the kitchen a lot. So I'm all about, like, how can we give ourselves things that taste amazing, that don't take a long time, that I can look like I'm, Martha Stewart in the kitchen. And I can do these for my whole family. So whether you're single and you need to do a single meal, or for many people, I love this way. That's how I eat. Okay, so I'm just taking this can. I'm going to drain it over here. And I wanted to share with you, so I have a client that reached out to me today, and we do, some of my elite clients, we have, anybody in here on Voxer? It's like a walkie-talkie app. It's so great. I can like talk to my clients all over the world and just like voice to voice. It's so amazing. It's like crazy supportive. And she said to me, so I'm just gonna chop this up. And if you have more people that you want to feed, like I think this is 2.5 servings, 1.5. If you have more people, just double the serving size, right? So she said to me, Melissa, and generally I work with successful women where it's just like their weight's that one thing where whether they have 10 pounds to lose, 5 pounds to lose, or 65 pounds to lose, right? 100 pounds to lose. It's like their Achilles heel. It's like the one thing that they lose weight, gain it back again, lose weight, gain it back again. So she just said to me, and she's busy and she's got a full-time job and, she's got her kids and she's like, I'm just so tired. And I know, and so a few key points. She said, Melissa, my kids and my husband came to me and said, Mom, we get it. Like, we want to work out a schedule with you to support you to get to the gym. And what she interpreted that as is they think that I'm fat and they think that I need to lose weight. And it was really interesting, right? So we always are perceiving everything through our own lens and how we see ourselves. And my coaching back to her, and if this is you, what I said was, if you had the self-concept, the view of yourself that, oh my gosh, like I'm amazing and I'm so excited to start getting back to taking care of me, right? I take care of everybody else. I'm so proud. Then you would hear that and think, wow, what a loving partner. And my kids just want me. This is so exciting. They're basically saying like, Mom, we're going to take care of everything. You go do you, boo. Like go enjoy, make dates with your friends, like go to a yoga class, like whatever you need to do. But her view was they're saying that I'm overweight and that I need to go. And that's what happens when we have that wound around something, when we don't believe what we want is possible, and when we have a fractured view of ourselves. And this is really what self-concept work is. And I go deep into self-concept work because I saw it so much in my own life and the way that I viewed myself. And somebody could say, oh, you look good, and look me up and down. And I'm like, they think I gained weight. Or I would hear, oh, I love you in long skirts. And I'm like, it's because my legs are fat, right? And that was my own view of myself. That was, yes, maybe it came from criticism and things that, occur in family or friends or whatever, but it's up to us how we want to shape that and what story we're going to keep repeating. And so if you're sitting there and just noticing that you're struggling with a view of yourself that's not kind and loving, that's truly where we want to start. I always say where there's lack, we'll fill the gaps with food. So what I did, by the way, I meant to say that to you. So let me show you. I don't like dicing onion because I cry. It's like painful. So I get the diced onion. You would think I work for Trader Joe's. I'm always like, Trader Joe's. But I just love this. I think this whole thing's like $1. And it's just diced onion. And I love onion because it's so pungent and flavorful, just like I love garlic. I'm also Italian though, so I don't know what that had to do with it. I think I was just raised with so much garlic and olive oil. We put it on everything. And onion, garlic, onion, olive oil. We had it on everything. But I just literally dumped an entire thing in here. So that's just what I did. So far we've got plain tuna and onion. So I shared with her and I just said, we're going to call my client Sally. And I just said, Sally, this is self-concept. So go back and do the work that we're going through in Limitless Academy right now and do it just around your weight and what you believe to be true about you. And so I did this exercise the other night in Limitless Academy, and I think it actually, you know what, I'm going to share it here. I said to everybody on the call, and I want you to answer this for yourself. Right now, if I said to you, tell me about your life, what would you say? Would you start off saying, my life is amazing. I'm so blessed. I've had this, this, and this. Or would you go into, it's been really hard. It's been a struggle. That's where you're going to see where your mindset is, right? And that's really important because all of this, right? I'm a holistic practitioner. I'm a holistic nutritionist, right? And coach. So all of this impacts the way that we feel. By the way, this is mustard with horseradish. So I'm all about spice, if we can't tell. You do not have to mix these in, but I like mix like 3 different mustards. So I forego mayo. And a great replacement, by the way, in recipes for mayonnaise is avocado. So in any salads where you would be doing mayonnaise, replace it with avocado. Avocado is also a great replacement for butter on toast, and then I'm gonna do organic yellow mustard, and I do a lot. So we're just gonna, if we've noticed, but this is up to you. But it's really good to mix different types of mustard, right? Maybe I should have shaken that one out a little bit more, hold on. So now going back to this, what did I say? Thanks for the hearts. Okay. Is it the mustard or is it what we're talking about here? As I'm like, can't get it out. Okay. As we can see, I'm also an intuitive cook. So I'm intuitive, but I also intuitively just like know amounts and I know myself. So if you're like, I do not like mustard that much, then this might not be for you. But you can also substitute and use olive oil or, like I said, avocado. The key though is that we're doing a high protein meal that you can do in a lot of different ways. Okay. Oh, by the way, so I have like the dip on my nails, which is like a new thing for me, but it's just, I'm always on video and they kept, but one of them just like snapped off and I'm trying to do it to like peel this off and I was laughing. Have to get that fixed later. Okay, and now I'm doing Dijon. You would think I'm in like a what's that? Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm doing Dijon. We're just going to, yeah, I did probably, if we had to say, that was like 2 tablespoons. So now we've got 3 mustards, onion. We're just gonna mix this guy around. Okay. So let's go back into this. So when I just said to you about your life, how would you describe your life, right? Now, apply the same thing to your body. If I said to you, tell me about your body. Tell me about your experience of your body. Are you gonna start, like, what's your story there? Is it, I've always struggled with my weight? Like, that was mine for a long time. I've always struggled with my thighs, and I was never, and in my childhood, I blah, blah. And I would go into this whole like diatribe. What's your story with your body? That's a very telltale sign for what your relationship is to you. And what my client said to me today, and I totally get it, and I think this is why I had this struggle, and when I healed myself of my relationship with food, right? Because often I think for women, we just think, oh, it's just normal to always be on a diet. It's normal to always talk about my weight. It's normal for us all to swap. What diet are you doing? And are you keto? Are you paleo? Did you do a cleanse? Did you do 75 hard? Did you do this? Did you do that? And you start to think it's normal. That, at least I did, until I found myself emotionally eating and in this really unhealthy relationship with myself, and my body and my worth was tied to my weight. But then I would gain weight and then I'd want to hide, and then like there was like just so much wrapped up in food. And I grew up in a house, if you're Italian, it's like food is love. Like it was like very upsetting to my mom when I told her that I really didn't feel good eating pasta. It was like an affront to my lineage, you know? And I had to sit there and really just go, listen, I've learned how to eat for my body, and I need to take care of me, and I don't feel good. And I don't need these giant portions, and I don't need to eat as much as my 2 older brothers. Like, I'm only 5'4". I say that, and people are like, are you? I'm like, yes, I am. Stop making me shorter. Actually, I don't care. I don't care about height either. I like being short, or shorter. Okay, so I want to show you this. I don't really want to eat it at the moment, but I'm going to show you what I would do with it. Got 3 3 options. Are you ready, lady loves? Okay. So we have this. No, I do look like I work at Trader Joe's. Okay. These are. Did I just break something? All right. So these are my 3 favorite ways to consume my tuna. One, this is another thing. I like to make it easy. I've got a lot to do in the day. So here is the romaine leaves. And let me just show you what I would do. And I love this. So it's organic romaine leaves. I'm just gonna take one. I mean, if I must eat it right now, I will. But you can take one, or you could cut it in half. You can rip it. I mean, we don't need to get all crazy with it. But this is a great high protein snack. It's great for kids. It's great for your, look, I'm just like literally filling it. It's so good. It is really good. It is. I'm not gonna lie. And the onion gives it this added crunch. You can also, I'm lazy, but you could also dice up celery. You could put anything in there. It's so good. Okay, so option 1, lettuce leaves. Now, if you're looking at this, I want some bread, right? I hear you, boo. Oh wait, before we go to bread. No, we'll go to bed. I'm like licking my fingers. Okay, am I serious right now? Yes. Hero bread, you can get this at, I'm in Florida, so Publix. It's not like if you said to me, is this super clean? No, I mean, no. But it's not bad. It's really not. Like, you will know every one of these ingredients. Okay. I always say, if a nutritionist tip, if there's more than 10 ingredients, just put it down. If sugar's listed in the first 5, put it away. It means that the company has hidden sugars 50 ways till Sunday throughout that thing. Enriched wheat flour just means they took out it. They're making it sound like they did something good for you. Enriched wheat flour means they pumped it full of chemicals and took out all the good stuff and added more sugar to make you want more. That's like, wheat is not supposed to taste that sweet, FYI. Hero bread, I like it. And it tastes like bread. The other ones that I really love, I love Egg Life wraps. They're literally just egg whites. I also really love carbonate bread. Ezekiel bread is fully sprouted. Carbonate is coconut flour. If you do well with coconut flour, it's doughy. Now they're a bit pricier. Like this about, depending on where you get it. If you get it at Sprouts, it's like $1 more than like at Publix. Like Publix is like, I think $7.50. Sprouts is like $8.99. So you have to pick and choose. I don't know Whole Foods off the top of my head. Now, another way that I like to eat this tuna, we get some sushi nori, just organic sushi nori. You don't have to even use a whole sheet. Yeah, like as you can see, I just rip off sheets for what I feel like eating at that time. So this is another great, seaweed is so good for you with the iodine, great protein snack. And it's just fun. It's kind of like fun to just do this. And if your kids are into sushi, you guys can do little rolls. And then it's like, I mean, it's good. And you can toast this. Toast great, make a little open faced sandwich. Chop it with a lettuce leaf or some romaine. And you're good to go. So good. All right. That was a lot in my mouth at one time. So I'm gonna take you over to show you this as well, so I can stop eating and share with you. Another thing that my client said that really spoke to me, and I wanted to share it with you, is she said, Melissa, I don't know what's going on and why she is so successful at work. She's a great mom. She's got a beautiful marriage. Everything else flows. Abundance flows, right? But in the weight space, and here's what I want to tell you. If you've been struggling with your weight for a while, and if you've been noticing that you're just not staying consistent, or you keep talking about it, but you're not doing it, it's really, really interesting. So there's 2 points that I want to share. If you're talking about it and not doing it, it's because you don't believe it's possible. Essentially, that's the truth there. There's a part in you that doesn't believe that it's possible. And it also means that you're thinking too much instead of taking action. When we think long, we think wrong, as Robert Holden would say. The mind will never get you to where you want to be. You, especially if you've never done it before. So every time we've tried a diet and then we gain the weight back, we feel like a failure. And let's be honest, human psychology, we don't want to do anything that we don't know that we can win at. So what you want to do is stack the benefits of the thing that you want to do. Start small. And what I shared with her is stack the benefits of what are the benefits about movement. And always know when you're starting a new movement routine, it's going to take 14 full days. The first 3, it's like, oh my God. By day 7, you're like, yes. By day 14, you're really in a rhythm and your body loves to move. We're animals by nature. So it's going to wake you up in the morning and be like when you take a dog on a walk and it's like, hey, take me out, like we're animals by nature. You take a dog on a walk, why aren't you moving your body? And she said to me, I don't know why, I'm just so tired. And I said, well, just like money is energy. In order for money to come in, we need money to go out, but we're in the expectancy of receiving. It's the same thing with energy expenditure. So you need to exert energy to feel energized. Did you ever notice if you sit around all day, you feel really tired and then you're like, I'm too tired to do anything? It's not because you're tired, it's because you haven't done anything, right? So we actually need to get up and move in order to create energy. Energy creates movement and momentum, which creates more momentum. And then we get started. And then all of a sudden we're like, I'm going to get up tomorrow too. And yesterday I walked for 20 minutes, but so I always tell people when you're creating a movement routine, meet yourself where you're at. Just tell yourself, I'm committing. If I'm not doing anything, I'm committing to starting with 2 to 3 days a week. But the key is you need to get yourself up at the same time every day. You can't do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm up at 7, but the other days I get up at 8. No, we train our bodies, right? You're always training your body. Your body loves routine, just does. Simplify things. Now, the other thing she said that was really interesting, and I want to share this with you. And this goes back to like teachings with Neville Goddard, where it's everything is a mirror. Everything is you pushed out. And I always say, she was like, yeah. And then I had a friend who just keeps telling me she's overweight and was asking me, should I do Ozempic and all of this? That's a whole other thing. I need to do a video on that. But she goes, I just told her, please stop saying you're fat. You're not fat. Stop obsessing about it. Just start doing. And it was really funny, right? Because then my client shared that her husband and kids were like, Mom, just go to the gym. You've been talking about it. So I said to her, I go, you do see that experience was an exact mirror to what you've been saying about yourself with your family. So they're just reflecting back to you, right? The exact experience that you're having with your friend because you're doing it too. So that's how we get to look at everything being a mirror. And mindset is everything when it comes to releasing weight. You have to believe it's possible. Stack the benefits of healthy eating. Stack the benefits of movement. Start small, be consistent. Those small steps are going to make the biggest change. And you're going to love the way that you feel. But you just, please stop making, thank you for the hearts, guys. But you really want to start to appreciate yourself and love yourself. Tell yourself it's easy, and if you like what I'm talking about, go and, I just did a video on how I lost weight without trying, like legit. I teach like 8 simple mindset principles to lose weight without trying. And I swear you do not need to do Ozempic, please, before you invest in Ozempic, listen, to each his own if you feel called, but you have to be on it for life, and it eats away at lean muscle mass. And I just don't see, I just feel like we're going to find out in 10 years that it was a big mistake. And by 10 years, I mean 2. So to each his own. You've got to follow what's true for you. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, or I'm just take what speaks to you, leave what doesn't. But also know your body's a miracle and they can do anything. I healed myself of cancer in 8 weeks. I eradicated it. We are miracles. We are limitless. I help people heal of a multitude of things through the work that I do holistically and combining nutrition with the energetics and the mindset. You can achieve and just see it as such. So see your body getting smaller. Be excited about the journey. And I've had clients go, I don't want it to be a journey. I just want it tomorrow. And I get that. That's the whole Ozempic craze. Just inject me. I'll pay the money. I don't care what it is. It's like, so just know your body's meant to do all the things that you want it to do. Your body wants to be at its ideal weight. It wants to be in optimal health. Do you know how much work it has to do otherwise? So just to break down foods, these foods that it doesn't even know what they are, right? Like, that's why I love clean eating, because you don't have to count calories. You don't have to count macros. Your body knows what you're eating. It's like onions, onion, tuna is tuna, right? Seaweed. Like, I understand, and I also believe in the 80-20 rule. Like, we can't be crazy. If we were, then nobody would want to leave their house if you constantly obsessed over everything that isn't healthy and in the air, and I can't have that. So I believe in the 80-20 rule. I always say, where we restrict, we'll rebel. Right? And I go through that in my book, Eat Right for Your Archetype. There's 4 eating archetypes: the nurturer, the rebel, the perfectionist, and the avoider. And those archetypes, like where the rebel is, where you restrict, you'll rebel. It's like extremes, all in, and then all of a sudden you're binging over here. And we've got to really just start to go like, my body's working for me. There's a great mantra that I always teach before you eat. No matter if you're eating a brownie or pizza or an apple and celery, it's like, you just say, my body loves what I'm about to eat, and it releases what it doesn't with ease. My body loves what it's about to eat, and it releases what it doesn't with ease. Doesn't it just feel good? And when you say it, you understand that you're giving a direct command to your body. My body loves what it's about to eat, and it releases what it doesn't with ease. And your body's like, yes, we love what we're about to eat. Your body is listening all the time. So when you're eating ice cream and you're like, I'm going to have to work out so much tomorrow, I'm going to gain weight. Your body's like, she told us we need to work out tomorrow, and it's a direct command. The mind is not filtering based off of your desires. It's listening to your words, right? It makes sense, right? It just makes sense. The little computer program. So we want to take out the other programs. So definitely go watch my my other video. If you like my videos, just leave comments. Let me know. I would love to hear from you. What is your biggest takeaway from today's video? And if you have tips, share your tips below. What is your favorite recipe? What I want to get to know you, and let's help each other here to be the best version of ourselves and have a really good time doing it. So you've got this, I've got you. And if you like these lives, keep coming back. Let me know. Subscribe, like, comment, all the YouTube things. Am I serious? And if you want any videos from me, let me know. I am going to do one. I got asked about the 4 archetypes. So I did an intuitive water that gives, you might like that one. It's you pick the water, and then it does, then I did an intuitive reading for what your body is guiding you to right now. So that's over on my channel, and I'm going to be doing one about what food you're feeling called to right now, and what that means about your body type and what you're being guided to. So stay tuned for that, and let me know anything else that you want from me. I loved being here with you. This was so fun. And let me just see if there's any questions. Okay, I definitely will. Oh, Kinley, thank you. Okay, well, stay tuned. Let me know if you want the cookbook, and yeah, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a beautiful and blessed day. All my love, guys. I'm gonna come around and come up real close. All right, how do I stop you? We don't know. How do I stop it? There we go.